having to watch the Kentucky Derby in the back of a cab on TikTok Live with an 104-year-old grandma and her 40-year-old daughter explaining to her what's happening, but not telling me what's happening, that was like an all-time low.
That's
all-time low. Like all-time low.
I just saw that shit so bad.
Dude, it was so bad. Welcome back to another episode live from the Mobile Dojo. We've got a great episode for you guys today. We got the Common W, we got the Cake Report. We're going to talk about what happened this past weekend. But as always, remember you can get this podcast wherever you get podcasts. That's Apple Podcasts, that's Spotify, and that's YouTube. Make sure to like and subscribe. We both are sitting here having picked the correct Kentucky Derby winner, and everyone is surprised. That's all I want to say first, is that if you came in here before the Kentucky Derby started and you went, hey, man, Mikey over in Boca with Trent picked the right winner for the Kentucky Derby, you'd probably be called an idiot.
Around the corner, here's Mage. Dude, those words keep replaying in the back of my head.
Dude, so I have a funny story about it. I want to hear how you watched it. But so I was on my way to New York to see my buddies because we had an event early in the day with my family. And then I had some time at the end of the day on Saturday to go see my buddies. So I was literally on my way to New York. I'm like timing up my Ubers and trains so that I'll be at the bar by the time the Derby kicks off. I get off the train in New York at 6:44. I get in the cab, immediate traffic, dude. So I'm sitting here in the back of the cab, 7:30. And I'm like, holy shit, the Derby's about to start. I don't know how to pull up a stream, whatever. So I was like, all right, TikTok Live. I go on TikTok Live. I look up the Derby. Dude, I'm watching a TikTok live stream of this girl sitting there with her grandma, who's like 103 years old, bro. Has no idea what the fuck is going on. And she's got like a double box in the live so I can see her TV, but then I can see her. And she's telling her grandma what's happening with no volume on the TV and subtitles. So while the guy's talking, I can't see who's actually in first. I'm relying on this girl to tell me what's happening. And her fucking grandma is literally has no idea what's going on. Dude. Like she's just sitting there, 104 years old. I should have screen recorded it. And the girl's like, Grandma, look. And here they come around the corner. It's two Phils. Two Phils is in the lead. Grandma, look. And the grandma's just making noises, dude. She's just making noise. She's not responding. She's just going, like sitting there, and I'm like, dude, I'm sweating my ass off. Like, dude, there's no way that I'm watching the fucking Kentucky Derby in the back of the cab in New York, dude. And I'm watching it, and then she's like talking, and she stops telling me what's happening. There's two horses running to the fucking finish line. She's not telling me what's happening. Just, and that's the Kentucky Grandma. It's over. That's the Derby. And I still have no idea who the fuck is won because the subtitles are covering the leaderboard, dude. And I'm sitting there in the back of the cab, like, who the fuck won? Just tell me who won. Like, I have no idea what numbers were what. And then she goes, and the Derby winner, Grandma, is Mage. And I go, fuck yeah. Like in the back of this cab, dude, the driver's like, holy shit. Like I let out an audible yell, but honestly, top 3 worst sporting event experiences of my life.
No way, dude. I
can't make that up.
I wish you had a screenshot of just
I'm going to try to find one. Maybe I did.
Snapshot of the moment.
I might have screenshotted like the live.
That's a hilarious story. That's tough, though. That's tough, but at least you got to, have your own story of how you watched it.
Oh, dude, I don't have the screenshot.
No.
I took a screenshot, dude. Dude, you literally can't even like make that shit up. Like I'm sitting in the back of this cab, and my buddy is texting me from the bar. He's like, "Yo, this place is fucking packed. Like people already go nuts." And dude, of course, the one time I picked the winner. Yeah, no, I didn't take a screenshot. I think because I was so locked in. Yeah. The one time I actually picked the winner right in this in a big event. I'm not in the bar, and I get there, and first thing my buddy says, he like grabs my shoulder. He's like, "Dude, that was fucking nuts. Everyone in here went ballistic," and I was just like.
Dude, that shit was unbelievable, man. It kind of reminded me of last year, although it wasn't as obviously a big of an underdog as Rich Strike was coming out of nowhere last year. It had the same vibe. I've learned betting on the past 2 Kentucky Derbies that if the announcer says your horse in the first 30 seconds, you're fucked. If your horse is leading after the first 30 seconds, you're not winning.
Kentucky Derby hacks.
Yeah, you're not winning.
Can we go next year? I want to go.
I would love to go, dude.
Doesn't it look like so much fun? Even if I just lose all my units, like it looks like one of the best like in-person sporting event times like ever.
Is there anything funnier? Not that it's funny to watch people lose money. Obviously, it's not. But when it's Mattress Mac sitting there, he's drowning in piss.
I'm gonna be so honest. There is nothing that brings me greater joy than opening my Instagram and seeing BR betting with a fresh post, and it's Mattress Mac tearing up a $1.5 million ticket for a Kentucky Derby race, and all the BR betting goons just like
frozen,
and he's just sitting there like
he's.
He needs like help ripping the tickets now, dude. It's like it's like Mattress Mac shows up in his game day attire. He's in like a red suit for the Kentucky Derby, and they're like, he's got $1.6 billion on Lucky Strike to win the Derby. And it's just Mattress Mac, and everyone's like, dude, like what? Like it's crazy. He like talked to Pat Mahomes, and like Pat Mahomes didn't give a fuck, dude. He was like, apparently, he was like, I lost $3 million betting against you. And Pat Mahomes was like,
he's like, yeah, you should ride with me next time.
Yeah, dude.
What a disrespectful thing to say, man.
Like, literally, though. I fucking love those posts, dude. They kill me because it's just like so botted.
Dude, that was one of the greatest fucking feelings. So I was watching it on stream.
Yeah, what were you doing? Oh, you were streaming, okay.
With 200 on Mage, right? And out of the gates, I mean, Mage was nowhere to be found. On the screen, the announcer was not even paying attention to Mage. It was two Phils. It was Angel of Empire. It was Verifying and a couple others that were like kind of the stars of the first 30 seconds of the show. And I'm on stream like, God damn it, man. Like, Mage is nowhere to be fucking found. Like, why am I taking Mage, dude? That's such a shit bet. I'm like in piss kind of watching it. And the words, they will never leave the back of my head, dude. Around the corner, here's Mage. Literally, my soul like left the body. I'm like resurrecting out of the chair. I'm like, did he just say Mage? And I
had no audio, so I had no idea what was fucking happening. I just see like a horse come around the outside and like really start going. I'm like, holy shit, yeah, that horse is about to fucking win.
Dude, like, I swear, bro, when he says the words, here's Mage, it just, nothing was like it, man. It was so electric to see Mage finish first, crossing that line. I couldn't believe it, honestly. I was like, holy fuck, did this just happen? Like, I literally had to watch it again. I had to rewatch because I did not see Mage anywhere to be found out of the gates, even coming close to the finish. I literally had to go back and rewatch it with the chat because I was like, dude, there's no way that just fucking happened. But it was insane, dude. It was like exactly the same as Rich Strike last year, where he just came out of fucking nowhere. Which, by the way, that video, top 5 best moments of all time in sports, I think.
Rich Strike?
Yeah. And I want to ask you, if we got time today, your top 5 best moments in sports, because I saw Bartolo Colon's home run yesterday. It was like the 7-year anniversary. That's in my top 5. And I was like, I want to ask Mikey that. And I also want to ask Mikey your 5 stupidest sports names.
Okay. Can I think about them?
Yeah. We can get to that.
Okay, at the end of the show, yeah. All right, word. No, so I also want to know, why'd you bet on Mage? So I had 2 bets. Mage was a name bet. I just like the name, and I was like a long odds, 15-1. I'm taking that one. The only other bet I made was 2 Phils. So I had 1 and 2 correct, but I didn't bet them 1 and 2. I bet them both to win.
Wow.
And 2 Phils was because I was looking it up, and it was the horse that performs the fastest on dirt and sand. So that was the only reason. I wasn't going to waste an afternoon researching Kentucky Derby shit, dude. I was like, give me a cool name, and then I'm going to look at like the blurbs on each horse. And 2 Phils was the fastest horse in the field by like point something seconds on dirt and sand. So I was like, fucking yeah, done.
Dude, so Shark Lark, this guy in the community, came on stream. I don't know if you saw, I posted the pitch yesterday. Literally the best fucking sell job in the history of the surgical stream I've been doing for 2 years. The best sell job on Mage. And it wasn't to win. It was maged and placed in the top 8, which was like plus 100. And that was what he was selling. But dude, he was talking about the bloodline of this horse. He was talking about how Forte was the horse that was like the favorite going into the race. Ended up getting a late scratch and didn't even race. But he had lost his last race, came in second by a fucking split second behind Forte. So he would have won that race if Forte didn't race. So coming into this race, you know, he had just placed second in his last one behind a guy who's not even racing. I was like, okay, you know, he sold the shit out of it. I don't know anything about these horses. Mage is kind of a sick name to root for. I like
Mage
the
is
odds.
a sick name.
My 3 horses I was choosing from, I was like about to make this fucking TikTok video before it was like too late because I needed like 5 hours for people to like see my play. I was going Angel Empire. I'm like, dude, everyone's on fucking Angel Empire. I'm not going to do that. How about Two Phils? Two Phils is a fucking dope name. I was deciding between Two Phils and Mage. I literally had already chosen Two Phils. And then I don't know what it was, dude. My instinct just like, was like, nah, let's do Mage, man. Fuck Two Phils. And just went with Mage. Yeah. But the sell job.
Literally electric.
Yeah. The sell job from Shark Lark. Hall of Fame sell job on this pick.
Hall of Fame. Shout out Shark Lark. Thanks, man.
Yeah. Unreal. Unreal.
But we also had some other crazy shit. The Jack Hughes tooth game. That was sick. As a Devils fan, I've now taken the stance that I will no longer be posting about the Devils until they tie the series up. So I will not tweet about it. I will not do anything about it. But the team total was fucking air, dude.
That's what we call
air. And dude, it was so funny because I bet on the Devils twice. Took the money line game 1, they got their fucking shit spanked. Took their team total game 2, they got their dicks punched off. And I was like, it's just so classic. Like, I didn't learn from the last series and just let them play games and then figure it out and then bet. But going into game 3, dude, I was like, there's one bet I'm making. It's a team total. I'm not going to tell anyone. I'm not tweeting it. I'm not doing shit. I'm at the bar. And for some reason, a bunch of people were coming up. And all of them were like, all right, well, just give me lock for tomorrow. Just give me lock for tomorrow. And the only game I knew that was on the next day was the Devils. And I was like, Devils team total. It's literal air. It's going to be at 2.5, probably like minus 150. It's going to be the freest bet on the board. Back in the Prudential Center, it's air. Every single person I told that. This one guy was like, I'm putting 200 on it in front of you. I was like, all right, dude, like, go ahead. And he like puts the 200 on in front of me. Woke up, dude. Devils game day. I was like, fuck, dude, like so nervous. I have a group chat, a bunch of my buddies that are Devils fans. They're all texting like, dude, are we even going to like drink today for? Like, are we even going to the bars? Like, what are we doing for this fucking game, dude? Like, I don't even know if we, like, should we just stay in our apartments, like lock in? I was like, I don't know, dude. I couldn't go out. So I was like, oh, whatever you guys do, whatever. Dude, I'm watching the Devils score because I'm not watching the games anymore. So I watched the first 2 games. They got their fucking, like, obliterated. So, like, I'm not watching the games anymore. I'm watching the score happen. It's like 1, 2, 3. And I was like, oh, my God, a cash. 4. Oh, my God, 5. Oh, my God, 6. Oh, my God, 7. I was like, oh, my God, it's a touchdown game. 8. I was like, oh, my God. The Devils scored 8 goals, bro.
They went for 2.
They went for 2, dude. I was like, holy shit. But Jack Hughes loses his tooth, plays like a man possessed. His little brother's on the ice. Like, it's going to be the same shit with the Rangers. It's going 7.
Yep.
It's going 7.
It's for sure going 7. Which I wanted to, man. I hated seeing the Devils down 2-0 in this series. I want them to win the series. Really glad they got game 3 and the way they did it in that fashion. 8-4, I think the final score was. Absurd. Yeah. Can't be giving up 4.
No.
Can't
be giving up 8.
Can't be giving up 8, certainly.
The Oilers VGK series, I'm underwhelmed. Thought the games are going to be a little, I don't know. Just haven't been a fan of that series.
Yeah. I mean, dude, this is the most Maple Leafs thing ever, but I've got a flight booked to Toronto with uncertainty whether or not I'm going to be going because the Leafs have potential to get swept in Florida. Yeah. We got the whole trip planned. I thought for sure game 3 was theirs. They take the early lead. Maple Leaf Square, drowning in piss, dude. I can't believe they lost that game last night in overtime. The Leafs are down 3-0 in the series. I don't know if I'm going to be going to Toronto or not. I won't know until Wednesday, which is the next game. So if they get swept, man, we're pulling an audible. We're going to Vegas. But yeah, I was really looking forward to going to Toronto. So if they lose,
Dude, why are the Leafs so fucking shitty?
dude? I mean, the Panthers, bro. I mean,
No, the
looking
Panthers
back,
are electric, dude. The Panthers are literally electric.
they're so good. And looking back, like I wish I would have, kind of saw this coming. But they're a great team. They're really good. I've said this on the pod before. Like they are not your normal 8 seed. They just happen to, be underperforming towards the tail end of the season. But dude, the Leafs, man, what the fuck? 3-0 in the series right now, on the brink of getting swept. And I don't even know if I'm going to Toronto.
But let's be real though, would be the most Leafs thing ever to win their first series in years and then get swept.
It would. It would certainly
Just
would.
the most Leafs thing of all time, dude.
I know. It's like they finally got past the hump, and it was like they already won the cup.
Toronto was on fire.
Literally.
And then they got swept by the Panthers.
Dude.
No, but there's 2 hockey teams I've been loving watching, the Kraken and the Panthers. They play electric hockey. I think that Kraken Star series is going to go 7. I like the Kraken, dude. I watched the game last night. Just love that team, dude. The by committee shit is like my favorite thing, I think, in all of sports right now.
They're so fucking good, dude. I mean, the way that they literally bitched the Stars last night. I think they won 7-2. Bad. There was no goals first period. And then the Kraken come out and score 4 right out of the gates. And they score in bunches, dude. It was exactly the same against the Stars in game 1 that I went to. It was scoreless the first 17 minutes of the game. Out of nowhere, Stars actually scored first. Then Kraken scored 4. They score in bunches. But the fact they're still plus chicken, dude, is shocking to me. I don't know
dude.
I don't know when they're going to get their respect. They might not even be favorites at any point in this series, and they're probably going to win the series. It's crazy.
But I'll keep taking them.
Yeah. No, they're free, dude. Last night, they were like plus 140, and they won by 5.
Nuts. Yeah, dude, like what? It doesn't – and it's the same shit they did in to the Avalanche too, dude. Same shit.
Yeah.
Same shit. Where they're going to be plus chicken every game. You might as well take them because this team doesn't care. They don't care.
How was that being in that Stars arena for game 2?
Dude, I don't know. Me and
Shelly hates the Stars, and he hates American Airlines Center.
Dude, yeah, I'll be honest. I don't hate American Airlines Center. I like American Airlines Center. But I'm kind of with Shelly, dude. I fucking hate the Stars. Like, they play boring hockey. It's, like, not fun. Like, the fans suck. They're super boring. Like, it's not crazy loud. Like, it's just, like, not a fun environment. Like, it didn't feel like a playoff environment, dude. I've been in playoff games. I've been in the nosebleeds. I've been close. No matter where you are in a playoff arena, it feels like a playoff game. This arena never, ever felt like a playoff game.
Really?
Like, ever. It was, like, the most boring, like, the third period started, and Chelly and I were like, should we, like, just, like, leave early? Like, because Chelly hates them.
Yeah, he hates them.
Like, hates them, dude. Hates them. So we were like, should we just, like, leave early, dude? Like, the shit, like, sucks. We're like, nah, we'll just take it out. But, I mean, it was cool. I like American Airlines. I just hate the Stars, though. I'm with him.
Yeah, I hate the Stars, too. I don't know what it is. It feels like a Mickey Mouse, like, type situation.
They just don't play fun hockey, too. It's, like, boring as shit.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean?
It's boring to watch. They are. I mean, that's why Stars unders have been such a thing the last couple of years. I mean, when you got Ottinger looking like he's playing with a blindfold on, for real, bro. He's given up so many fucking goals. He literally got pulled last game. They had Wedgwood in there, who also sucks.
You're fucked.
Yeah.
Wedgwood, old Devils goalie.
Yeah.
Welcome to the show. No, but the Nuggets Sun series has been confusing. I can't get a read on that. I have 2-2. Had no idea that was coming. Devin Booker is playing unconscious, 35 for his last 42. That's fucking absurd by any athlete in any sport. The Celtics are for sure going to beat the Sixers. They'll probably be in 7. Lakers are going to beat the Warriors in 7. And I think the Heat are going to close it out against the Knicks.
I have a rare.
Those are my takes.
I have a rare Mega Max. This might be a 20-unit whale. I had an epiphany last night. But I have a donkey whale play. It's going to be you're not going to like it. But I just had this weird epiphany last night. And I'm gonna just stay with my gut. I'm gonna place this bet and I'm gonna place this game stack. But I think the next game in Denver is going to be a dog shit game. Going back to Denver, I think that under in that game is going to be soaring under. It's at 228 right now, which is higher than I would have thought it was. I don't know what yesterday's or the last 2 games in Phoenix totals were, but I just have the feeling every superstar in this series has been air. Jokic points, Murray points, Durant points, and Booker points have hit, I think, in every fucking game this series. There's at some point that's not going to happen, and I think it's this game back in Denver, game 5. This game's going to soar under.
Wow.
Yeah, so I'm going to take unders on all the players, all the star players, under points, put it in a little entry. I'm going to take the full game under. I'm nuking it.
So you're going for it?
Yeah, I'm going for it. It was just a weird epiphany, and I just I want to test out my confidence on this.
My Mega Max is going to be the Nuggets coming back home.
I like it. I
think they win game 5.
Favorited by 5.
That's fine. I'll take 5. I would take it to 9, dude. Like, it just feels like one of these games where we're going to go to Denver, they're going to win. We're going to go to Phoenix, they're going to win, and then it's going to end in game 7 in Denver, and they're going to win it all.
Yeah, exactly. I think that's how it goes as well. But I think shifting altitudes, having to play in, 48 hours, right? Change of pace, it's going to go under.
Legs are tired
going into high altitude. You've Durant and Booker up putting up 80 points in like back-to-back games, know. I mean, Jokic had 50 ball last night.
Still couldn't win, bro. 53.
Yeah, that's nuts. Saw he was like the first center to have 50 points, 10 assists in a playoff game. It's crazy.
He's the best center in the NBA by far. I don't think it's really close. And that's Shaq saying that as well.
Dude, I know. And like watching both these games back to back, like Sixers and Embiid and Jokic and the Nuggets. I mean, Jokic should be the MVP.
I agree.
Yeah. But I understand.
Embiid is hurt, though. Embiid is hurt.
He is hurt. But the whole like narrative thing with like the MVPs, bro, that's so stupid, man. Like Jokic is the best player in the NBA.
Like, he actually is unbelievable.
He's unbelievable, dude. It's unbelievable.
Unconsciously good.
He flips the switch. If he needs to fucking crash the boards and rebound, he'll get you 25 rebounds. If he needs to drop a 50 ball and try to win the game, he'll have 50.
And the 50 ball looked pretty easy too, by the way.
It's so easy, man. And he hits the most ridiculous shots, bro. He's absurd.
All right, so let's talk about some of the Monday games, and then we'll go Common W, then Cake Report. And then on Wednesday's episode, we'll do the top 5 sport moments and the top 5 dumbest sport names. Good?
W's.
We'll do that because I'm gonna need a minute to think about that. I've been trying to think about it, but I can't lock down my 4 and 5 for sport moments. All right. Crazy weekend in sports, though. Monday games in the NBA, we got the Knicks still in Miami. The Heat are -4.5. Warriors and Lakers still in LA. The Lakers are -3 to take a 3-1 series lead in both series for the home teams. Hear me out. It's going to sound a little crazy. I think the Knicks and Warriors cover.
Yeah, I don't hate it. I haven't bet on the Warriors once this series, and I don't plan on it. But I don't think I don't think it's the Lakers in this game. I don't know.
I haven't bet on the Heat once. I've bet against them. Haven't bet on them. I still can't bring myself to do it. I just don't like the team.
Dude,
not that I don't like the team. I just can't rely on Martin and Strus to come out every night and be consistent. But they have been. So maybe I'm just the idiot. But I think it's the Knicks and I think it's the Warriors tonight because you don't want to go down 3-1. You don't want to go down 3-1. Even though you're coming home, you don't want to go down 3-1.
No, you don't. Dude, I'm about to give up on betting on this Knicks Heat series, bro. Honestly, any Eastern Conference playoff game, I don't think I've predicted right. That's why I've been staying in the West. But I tried betting on the Knicks last game. That was indeed what we call back home a shit wager. That was a really bad wager. And they lost by like 30 or some shit. I don't know, man. This Knicks team is so hard to read. This Heat team is so hard to read. I don't like the series at all. That total's 207. That's ridiculously low. So low.
Crazy.
Yeah, but I'll probably be rolling with you on the Knicks.
I might take their team total too. I've been getting into team totals a lot, and it's actually really fun because it lets me root for the team that I want to root for, but I have like a great analysis behind it, and like I'm rooting for every bucket. So It's fun. I've been really enjoying it. But I really think it's the Knicks, and I think it's the Warriors tonight covering. I don't know if I would take their money lines, but if I'm going to take that short of a spread, you might as well just take the money line. I don't know, dude. But before we get into the Common W and the Cake Report, and also, the Edmonton game, I'm taking the over. Are you doing anything other than the over? I'm not touching that game.
I'll probably be riding with the Oilers again.
Okay.
Yeah.
Minus 200.
Minus 200. That's a parlay piece. Probably be Oilers. Lakers has been kind of printing. I've been running with that.
We talk about you say, but I don't think tonight's the Lakers. Oilers, Lakers, though. That's just been money.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I'll probably end up being on that two-piece.
All right, well, let's jump over to the Common W Cake Report. But before we do that, I did want to talk about, because I feel like this is something that everyone's been talking about. The Celtics not getting that shot up before the buzzer. What are we doing?
Dude, I wouldn't be shocked if they lose this series, to be honest.
And it doesn't feel like they're the worst team, and it doesn't feel overwhelmingly like the Sixers are the worst team. It feels like a perfectly even series where the Celtics, just to be honest, are getting a little unlucky. 2 buzzer beaters, and you sweep.
Yeah.
2 buzzer beaters don't go against you, and you sweep.
Yeah.
So it's like, at what point is it like the Sixers are getting lucky, or the Celtics are getting unlucky, or it's just a great basketball matchup?
Dude, I just kind of feel like they're slowly crumbling. Like Tatum with 0 point or 2 points in the first half yesterday. Like, that was absurd, dude. It looks like he's rattled out there.
And I can't understand why he looks that way, though, because he does. And I think because a lot of it is, though, dude, when you go on social media, it is now an entire shitstorm of like Jaylen Brown better than Jason Tatum. I can't believe they thought about trading Jaylen Brown. Sorry. I can't believe they talked about trading Jaylen Brown when he's better than Jason Tatum. Like Jaylen Brown over Jason Tatum and all this shit. And I don't know why, dude. I feel like Jason Tatum's a social media guy.
You do?
I feel like it, dude. He's always on Snapchat with his son. Like, I feel like he might be seeing it a little bit.
Dude, I feel like you might be right, man. I don't know. I feel like there's something going on. They don't look like the same Celtics that were dicking teams down by 30 in that regular season.
And it's different. Playoffs different than regular season. Like, I always take the regular season with a grain of salt. But like, man, dude, I just can't get it.
How air has Marcus Smart anything been this series, though? It continues to pay.
It's printing.
Cash cow.
PRA is printing.
Printing.
Tatum
unders, printing.
Jaylen Brown overs, printing. Literally printing.
I know. It's nuts.
So is Brogdon low-key when he's on.
Brogdon and Smart have been printing. And Brogdon has been, dude, without Brogdon, they probably would be losing the series right now. Brogdon has been so huge for them.
Dude, and I'll say it. Are we going to see a lineup where Jason Tatum comes off the bench for Malcolm Brogdon?
No. Are you fucking kidding me? No way.
When is it going to be time, though? Dude, the guy's playing like a fucking bozo. He's not helping.
I know. It's bad. It's hard to watch.
And he's got fucking Tobias Harris on him.
Tobias Harris, dude. I hate Tobias Harris. Nothing against Tobias Harris. I hate his role. I hate his role on the Sixers. What is his job? He gets $37 million a year. He's not the primary scorer. He's not primary passer. What's his role? $37 million a year. What's his role?
Just like a corner 3 and a couple rebounds.
For $37 million, man. That's fucking insane.
Amen. Some guys got it all. All right, let's go to the common W in the kick report. As always, the common W is something that happened over the weekend. Now that we're at Monday, that went well in your life, either personal life or betting wise. I'll start it off. We might have the same one. Picking the winner for a Kentucky Derby, I feel like I'm not going to say it's a once in a lifetime thing, but it's one of those things where once you get it done, it's like, whew,
Yeah.
I got one. Like I picked the Kentucky Derby right one time. I can now like bet the Kentucky Derby with no pressure next year. Because be like, I already got one. For the rest of my life, I can be like, you know what? I picked the Derby winner right that one year with Mage was running. So that was my common W. That was just like, it felt like I picked the Masters right. Obviously, it's a much shorter field. Like the odds aren't as crazy. But getting my soul sucked by Brooks Koepka in the Masters when I felt like I had the read and then picking the winner in the Kentucky Derby, it just felt good. You know, it felt good.
Felt so good, man.
Common W, picking the winner of the Kentucky Derby, all-time betting W.
Add that to the fucking resume.
Yeah, literally, that's a resume piece, dude.
That's a resume piece. 2023 Kentucky Derby champ. Yeah, add that to
Picked it.
Picked it. Mage. And here's Mage. Dude, that call, man, gets me every fucking time.
Electric call.
Common W. Not to piggyback off you, but yeah, Mage picking the.
No, I think it's okay that we had the same one.
Yeah. What a fucking game, bro. What a game, or what a race. But to not just copy you, I would say common W. I did some hot yoga this weekend. Fire, bro. Fire.
Get a
And
sweat on?
oh my God, I was dripping. I felt bad for the people next to me, bro, because I was like waterworks, dripping sweat, doing this shit. But bro, I was telling you before the stream started, I saw a clip of us on this podcast like a couple months back, and I was like, damn, bro, I did not like the way I looked at all. I looked like shit. You know, it was like football season. I'm Uber Eatsing every fucking night, and I'm definitely not working out, and I'm streaming all day, and I'm not moving much from out of the seat. But I started changing my habits and shit, and I'm starting to cook my own food and actually working out and not Uber Eating, and I feel really, really good, much better, and I feel like I look better. So common W, making progress for sure.
Let's fucking go, dude. You look better. I will say, like, there's been a massive change. I was just talking to, I forget who it was last night about it. I think it was my dad. I started working out too, and I put on 11 pounds already. Wow. And it's not I don't think it's a noticeable 11, but I was literally skin and bone. So, like, even lifting a weight probably added a pound. And I've been eating better, like eating more. But I mean, the difference from when you started to now, there's already been a massive difference too. Like even in your face, you used to look like tired all the time. Like never felt like you were all there. And like now it's like, you look better dude, already. And it's crazy how like, if you just commit like to anyone else out there that's listening, that's kind of been not feeling their self, dude, I feel a million times better. I feel like a new person from who I was 4 months ago to now.
Exactly. Facts.
Like a new everything about it, the mental health, the physical health, like even doing things throughout the day, like I just feel better.
100%. 100%. It's just overall well-roundedness. We're making progress.
Making progress. Let's go. It's hot boy summer.
Yeah, it is.
It's hot boy summer, dude.
Coming around the corner.
Hard body. All right, we got the cake report. For everyone that knows the cake report, I'll just explain it one more time. The cake report is something that went wrong in your personal life or over the weekend, because you know that's okay to have something go wrong. I'll start it off. Sorry. Shut up, phone. My cake report was having to watch the Kentucky Derby in the back of a cab on TikTok Live with an 104-year-old grandma and her 40-year-old daughter explaining to her what's happening, but not telling me what's happening. That was like an all-time low.
That's
all-time low. Like all-time low.
I just saw that shit so bad.
Dude, it was so bad.
Cake report. I've got a flight to Toronto with no certainty that there will be a game being played in Toronto. So won't find out until the day before I leave whether or not if I am leaving. But, Leafs down 3-0 in the series. Will they get swept? Will they squeak one out in Florida? We'll find out Wednesday, but Leafs are fucking caked.
Dude, I actually can't believe. Because I was excited for your Toronto trip. I wanted to hear about it.
Sold my Sunday surgical, bro. I had Dodgers ML, Mookie Betts down a run in the top of the ninth, 2 outs.
Ding
Mookie
dong.
Betts, ding dong, tied the game, go to the 10th. They score 4, game over. And then what was the other? Like Nuggets money line, Legacies, Leafs and OT, sold it. Moose. So the Leafs have caused me some pain.
Austin Matthews is not as good as we think he is. I'll say it. There you go.
I mean, 4.5 SOGs. I swear, dude hasn't ripped puck and fucking.
It's game 1, dude.
Literally.
This is game 1, maybe. All right. Well, that's been another episode of the TFM Bets Show. Trent, why don't you tell them where they can find you?
Follow me on TikTok, Twitter, Instagram at Book It with Trent, and tune into the Twitch stream every weekday at 1 p.m. Central. Surgical stream is on Twitch at Book It Sports.
You can find me, Mikey Overs, everywhere other than Instagram. It's michael.j.overs. And for everybody watching, we're dropping Book It merch today. So make sure you tap into the website. Make sure you're following our socials when we drop the link. We're dropping all of our merch today. Trent's got a sweatshirt. I've got a sweatshirt. Lauren, Chelly, Krabs, Javon. Everyone's putting merch out today. So make sure you guys go support the brand. Go buy our shit. And we're really looking forward to seeing you guys next time here on Wednesday. Appreciate you.
Be seeing.